Morning. Good morning. We'll get started with 3 Omkar. Hands in Chin Mudra. Sit straight. Take a deep breath in. Um, We'll start with Bhastrika today. Bhastrika is forceful exhalation. So when a forceful inhale and forceful exhale, that makes it. That's the difference between Bhastrika and Kapalbhati. So clearly, it completely clears the respiratory system. So forceful inhalation will make sure your inhale and all the parts related to that are healthy, and exhale. So you'll feel fired up after you complete Bhastrika. So we'll do a long-term Bhastrika. So we'll do 20 strokes of Bhastrika and then pause, and then again we'll do 20 more strokes. So if you're using, I don't know if iPhone has it, but Fitbit, especially Fitbit in the night sleeps pattern, it shows the oxygen variations. If after doing Bhastrika, usually the oxygen saturation goes very high. So that means your body has got more than enough of oxygen. So usually Bhastrika is done at the beginning of Yogasana, so that you get body gets fired up. There is enough oxygen to perform the other asanas. So let's start with Bhastrika. Fast inhale, fast exhale, but everything is belly based. We'll do one more round. Next one. Next is Ujjayi Pranayam. So inhale, exhale, and exhale from the other side, and inhale from the other side, and exhale. So alternate inhale and exhale patterns. Hands and chin mudra or any other pranayama mudra. So I'll go for chin mudra, and then right hand in the pranayama position. So very slow inhale, twice the speed, slow exhale. We'll do a total of 10 inhale and exhales. This will help you focus and keep the focus completely on the breath. Feel the air going in and air coming out. Let's start. Last two times. Next is neck rotation, but we'll add breathing in it. So again, it's going to be very slow neck rotation. Half neck goes inhale and half exhale. So we'll do it 3 times in each direction. So total of 6 times. So this time, this is going to be very slow inhale and exhale. So let's start. Chin touches the chest and then ears touch the shoulders when you are doing the rotation. Starting from chin down. Today we'll focus more on Surya Namaskar and variations. So Surya Namaskar is vertical back and forward bending in multiple poses. Again, as we know, it's standing and then sitting. So before we go there, we'll do light twists so that we are completely ready. So hands to the side. It's a regular. It's not a asana as per se, but it's a vyayam. So you know, make sure you twist completely and get your lateral twists. Twist. We'll start with Surya Namaskar. There are multiple variations, but we will take one of the standard variations and then start performing it. The first asana is in the standing up position. Stand up to the end of the mat. Probably have to do it in the toes together and comfortably standing. Toes and the knees together. This is one of the best asanas where your toes are pulling yourself down and your hands are pulling down. So the entire toes and the limbs, the four limbs, are pulling yourself down, but your neck is pulling it up. So this is one of the very good stretches. So try to pull your hands down and keep the neck up. You start wobbling on your feet. That's perfectly okay. That's the beauty of Tadasana. If you're wobbling, it means you are doing the asana correctly. Next, raise your hands tall in the air, shoulders touching the ears. Pull it up, pull it up. This is the second variation in Tadasana and probably the preparatory pose of Surya Namaskar. Pull yourself completely up. Relax and come down. You should feel a complete stretch in your back and the shoulders. We'll do it one more time. Toes together. The essence is keeping the toes together. Pull it up. Hands down. The third time when we pull up, we'll try to push your lower back, that's the hip region forward, and then neck a little backward. Neck goes a little back, hip region goes a little forward, and then again stretches. That's how the Surya Namaskar starts with. Get this vertical stretch, push your hip forward, and then neck a little back, and get the stretch. Next, tie your hands, come forward, keep the back straight, don't bend too much. Toes are still together, looking forward. Let the hands lie loose, hanging loose, back straight. If you stay there in this posture, you'll get the stretch in the lower back. Let's stay in this posture for a few more seconds. The goal of today is by end of the session today, we will perform at least one Surya Namaskar correctly. These are the intermediate asanas that come as a part of Surya Namaskar. Slowly go down. Hold the toes if possible, and then focus on your toes. When you look down on your toes, right eyeball focuses on the right toe, and the left eyeball focuses on the left toe. Stay there, and you'll get the stretch. If you're feeling more comfortable, try to put your hands beneath your feet. Next, try and hold the palms next to your feet. Knees are straight, they are not bent. Hands go next to your feet. And then left feet goes backward. Both the hands and the leg are in the same line, looking up. Try to pull your hip backward. Now, relax and come to Sukhasana. So let me unmute everyone and then check if there is any feedback. I, I've unmuted everyone. So if you have any feedback, the way it is going, or any other feedback, please let me know so that we can change it.
I have to drop off in few minutes, Prabhat. So sorry. I'll have to drop off in a couple of minutes. So
No problem. Thank you. Thanks, Azli, for joining. Okay. Any other feedback? Else we're good. Okay. I'll mute everyone again. So we'll come to the tabletop position again to continue where we left from. Always in the tabletop position, the hip is upward and then the lower back gets pulled down. And ideally, the head is looking up. We did Ashwasanchalanasana. The next one in Surya Namaskar, multiple variations again, but in the variation that we are looking at is Dandasana. So we'll move the toes behind and join the toes. Make the body like a plank, straight plank, and hold yourself there. The next is Sheshakasana. So again, toes together. Sit comfortably down. Hips are not raised up, but the hips are raised down. Exhale and go down. Completely relax. Come up, pull your hips down. Again, looking up. The next one is Sashtanga Namaskar. So the two toes, the knees, the chest. That's five parts. Sixth is your forehead, and then the two hands. So these are the eight limbs that touch the ground. The rest of the body goes up. So the hips don't touch. So pull your hips as high as possible. That's the beauty of this asana. And then make sure your nose doesn't touch the ground. So you'll have to touch the tip of your forehead down. It's a great neck exercise too. Neck, it's a full body exercise. And we usually do pranam in the temples. So let's go. Next is Bhujangasana. Toes together, lying down. Raise yourself up and then up. Toes. Adho Mukhshwanasana. Next, try and bring the alternate leg forward, looking up. Now your body has got a lot of stretch, so you'll be able to perform the asana more better. And then slowly come up in the pranam position. We'll do one more round, but this time it's going to be faster, not as slow as we did the earlier time. We have about 10 more minutes left. So we'll do two rounds of Surya Namaskar, and then we will go with one more breathing practice. Hands folded, inhale and raise up. Hands next to your uh, feet, and then going back. Toes together. Move your legs back and forth, back and forth. Get the stretch that you need. It's a good stretch for your hamstrings, one of the best asanas. And then slowly walk forward halfway, push your hip back. These are the variations in Surya Namaskar. Again back. Next is Ashwasanchal. Get the stretch. And then up. We'll do one more, but again, this time with more twists and more variations. Inhale and go up. So as you raise your hands up, as you raise your hands up, we'll do variations in this. Try to bend to the side. If the toes are together, bend to the side. The two side and then the backward. Forward. Again in this posture, try to twist and then see back. If possible, hold your hands here and then do the pranam. Twist and then the pranam. Forward, hands to the side, and then going back. Try and get the stretches and the side. Dandasana and then Shashank. Ashtanga Namaskar. Bhujangasana and then Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Twist and look on the hind side. Look over the shoulder to the heels. And then the Adhomukha Shvanasya, Ashwasanchalanasana. Get the stretch. We'll relax ourselves with Shithali Pranayam. We'll do only the Sadanti part of it. We'll do 5 times Sadanti Pranayam. Teeth together. Inhale through the teeth and exhale through the nose while your mouth is closed. Slow inhale, extremely slow exhale. Lie down for Shavasana. Hands to the side, feet falling apart, completely relax. Slowly turn to your side and sit. Hands folded forward. Build the chant Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina together. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a great day and a great weekend. Uh, any feedback or any suggestions, please let me know. I'll be happy to add on and improve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.